Okay, well, Booker T's commentary is complete shit. Well, that wasn't very creative. Let me try to think of something else. But in the meantime, I'm John Renton with my review of WWE NXT, and we're closing in on Battleground. It's just under 3 weeks away. And wait, I got it. This is a little bit more creative. Goodness goddamn me, Booker T's commentary is absolute goddamn shit. He makes the show almost unfucking watchable. Booker T, one of the best tag team wrestlers of the last 30 years. Harlem Heat, one of the greatest tag teams in WCW history, hell, in wrestling history in the last 30 years. I mean that. You could have put Harlem Heat in Japan, they would have gotten over. You could put Harlem Heat in WWE, maybe not in WWE, because Vince McMahon wasn't putting much of a premium on tag team wrestling, but Booker T, King Booker, all that and everything. And now he's just saying shit, weird shit that's nonsensical. It doesn't make any sense. I'd feel bad for Vic Joseph, but he gets to go home to Mackenzie Mitchell. Good on both of them. Hope those two kids are happy together. They're not kids, but nevertheless, Booker T is terrible. Absolutely terrible. They need to kick Booker T off of commentary. What does he provide? Genuinely, what does he provide? Now that I'm done ranting about Booker T, even though I could for the entire goddamn review, and it would be better than a lot of stuff they put on this show, let's get to it. Recaps of Indy leaving NXT, and Index is being reunited on Raw with The Way. This is going to be the way for me to go somewhere else and not watch segments with that. Nevertheless, I like Indy, I like Dexter, but I'm just sick of Gargano and Candice. This isn't about Raw. Indy announces a tournament to crown a new women's champion, where at this point the women's championship is just cursed. After Mandy's title reign ended, and then Roxanne had it for a few weeks and then passed out because working against Meiko Satomura, tired her out, which it would, given how hard Meiko Satomura hits. And then Indy won the championship, even though Roxanne came back and defended her championship in the ladder match that everybody qualified for and made no sense. And Indy suffered her, ankle injury, which I don't know how long she's going to be out for. Hopefully she's going to be back soon. But now, a tournament. And if they weren't doing tournaments left, right, center, up and down, all around, come on, defense work, up, down, left, right, BH start, then it might make more sense. And it might mean something. I'm surprised they didn't do a Battle Royal. I'm surprised they just didn't do another ladder match. Just have a ladder match tournament. You have to climb a ladder, eliminate somebody. Everybody's got to be on a goddamn ladder. You have ladders on the stage. You have ladders over there in the crowd. You have ladders everywhere. And the last person on the ladder, they just battle and do submissions. The last person on the ladder is the last person standing. They might as well just throw every goddamn egg in the basket at this point. I didn't actually hate some parts of NXT here, but it is really becoming a chore to review. I don't know how much longer I can review this unless the show gets better. So we get all the women's championship tournament participant, whatever, all the women involved, the 8 women are on the stage. And then we get pre-tapes, one with Tiffany, one with Gigi. It's quarterfinal match. Okay, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to see how it is. You know what? It wasn't bad. Gigi's offense still seems awkward. I don't know if she's unsure of herself. I don't know what the deal is. Tiffany focused on the arm because of Gigi's previously injured shoulder. And Gigi fired back, but there was no doubt Tiffany was going to win, and she hit the PSE, the prettiest, PME, not PMS. We're not going back to Jacqueline or Jaqueline. Thank you very much, Derb. And Terry Reynolds. No, really, that's what they called them. And I believe Ryan Shamrock was part of that, and Sean Stasiak was meat. He was a piece of meat. It was always tired from the sex from the 3 women. God, the Attitude Era is weird. This isn't about the Attitude Era. PME. Almost said PMS. Prettiest moonsault ever. Don't necessarily know if we really need to call it that, but it's a hell of a goddamn moonsault. I'm just saying, come up with a different name. And there you go. 1, 2, 3. Tiffany wins. Joe Wayne Gacy tells the Dyad, go out there and win. And then he says to Ava Braun, it's like, guide them like I've guided you. Into the toilet, that's pretty much where this gimmick is. It's nothing against the people involved. Joe Wayne Gacy's a pretty good talker and a decent worker. Ava Braun is The Rock's daughter and also there, and the Dyad are just waiting out the rest of their contract. Then barbershop stuff with Mello and Trick. The usual, but you know what? People are into it, and that's fine. Gallus with Joe Coffey took on the Dyad with Ava Braun. NXT Championship match, and no. 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 If they're not going to take these, if they're not going to take the tag division seriously, then no, I can't understand a goddamn thing Gallus says. I'm sick of what they've done to Gibson and Drake. And then we see Ivy doing comedy with the Creeds, and they put blue masks on, and they're doing the thing, and oh, you guys pissed me off, and then later, Ivy runs out and attacks Ava Braun because she's upset, and then the Creeds are there also, and then Gallus wins. In a match where I think with entrances and the match, it was about 15 minutes of television dedicated to this. More Chase University shit. I want this show pulled from the USA Network. I want this show thrown into the... I want Shawn Michaels to lose his smile again so we can get better creative. Put Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon in charge of NXT. It can't be any more comedic than this. Okay, maybe don't do that, but maybe just, I don't know, get Shawn to see straight ahead as opposed to off to the side like he does now. Why is Thea on crack? What is wrong with her? Is she okay? She's going to stroke out at a very young age. Javier Bernal and Duke are going to face off later. And apparently NXT Anonymous took over the old Retribution set. And will reveal themselves soon. They are just recycling ideas that weren't good to begin with. Javier Bernal lost to Dookie Nukie Hudson. And Thea ran around like crazy. And he hit a edge flat, no, he hit like a outsider edge bomb thing, whatever. Duke won. I got nothing against Javi. He plays his role fine, but I'm sick of this Chase University stuff. Robert Stone asking Von Wagner rapid fire questions and then shows him the picture of Von Wagner. Apparently Von Wagner is a kid with a scar on his forehead. And then somebody made fun of it, and Von, lobotomized zebra, got upset. Look, maybe I should drop the lobotomized zebra thing, because you know what? If he had a legit injury, if he had some form of brain cancer or something that led to, you know, him having scars or whatever, if it led to some issues, and maybe I shouldn't say that, but as an on-screen character, the guy's awful. He's awful. I'm glad he recovered from whatever these medical issues were. But just, what is this? What are they trying to do? What is the point of this? Isn't he supposed to be a free agent to go to Raw and SmackDown? Not that I want him on any show. I really would rather just have him be a doofus henchman in a bunch of goddamn, you know, horror movies, action movies, that kind of stuff. He could play that just fine. He ain't a wrestler. But anyway, look, the Creeds want a shot at Gallus. Gallus said something. I don't know what. Eddie, I don't understand a fucking thing. Gallus says, get us captions. Even if you have the closed caption people work overtime, you're going to need closed captions for the closed caption, because I swear if they tried to close caption Gallus at the same time, they'd all have a collective stroke. Eddie Thorpe then beat Damon Kemp in a match that was fine. It was fine for what it was. Damon Kemp's a pretty good worker, better than his brother. And Thorpe won with a sky-type elbow, a diving... Well, he jumped off the ropes and hit a diving-type elbow, and good for him. Mackenzie is with Kiana. I have seen this movie before, talking about the tournament. And then later, Mackenzie is with Steiner, and thoughts on tonight's match, and basically says he will put Trick in the same hospital he put Mello in, but Mello's out, so he wasn't in the hospital long. And then Dragunov took on Dijak in a match that was hard-hitting, and then ended when Dijak grabbed a chair, shoved the ref, hit Dragunov with the chair, and then pressed him under the steps where there was a clear V. When you're under the V, you actually can breathe. When you're face down in the V, you may have a hard time breathing. Always come up for air. I'm just going to keep saying down in the V to make it comfortable, because why not? They're going to run this back at Battleground. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Dijak just seems stuck. It's a weird... I don't know. He did hit that apron choke slam, though, before, the hardest part of the ring. And then Wes Lee makes a weed joke, while Tyler Bate has a bunch of smoke around him. Why are they making Tyler a meditating guy? What is going on with this? What is happening? What is happening? I don't know what the point is. I don't get it. I just don't. Okay. So anyway, I just don't understand what's going on with this show anymore. I just don't fucking understand. Tyler took on Charlie Dempsey in a match that involved wrestling, at least, so that was nice. And then Joe Wayne Gacy showed up. He got dove on and then ended up attacking Tyler Bate while the referee's distracted, and Charlie Dempsey won. Shenanigans. Mackenzie's with Dragon Lee. They've torched Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee's done. Congratulations, WWE. You took a really hot prospect and you made him mean nothing in a few weeks. He mentions Noam Dar, who appears on the television, and then he's going to bring back a Supernova Session show that apparently he had in NXT UK, meaning precisely 10 people watched it. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with Noam Dar as far as in the ring. If you put him and Gallus on screen, I might actually just, my brain might break trying to keep up with him. I don't know what Noam Dar is saying. Except when he talked about the beautiful Alicia Fox. That's all you're getting, because that's all I can muster right now. He's got a talk show. Everybody's got a fucking talk show now. Briggs and Jensen, with Fallon, took on Hank Walker and not Tank Abbott, Tank Ledger. Tank Heath Ledger, there we go. Well, Heath Ledger tanked in January of 2008. Oh, this is going well. This was hard hitting. Tank lost a tooth, which credit to him for spitting that out and saying, fuck it, we're just going to keep going. So good for him. That'll earn brownie points. And a lariat, 1, 2, 3. Fallon looked great, by the way. She looked great. Rise of Lyra is running everywhere. Looking great. Speaking of looking great, I don't know how she got from the forest to the skyscraper back to the forest. Maybe she can teleport. She's got wings, so maybe she can do that. And then Mega Man Frazier has a talk show. He's back with his John Oliver talk show. He also recently posted, Mega Man Frazier, by the way, about being saved by a crackpot church. It's all against human trafficking and all that stuff. And usually that's a pretty good sign that you're a crackpot church because, sure, certain issues exist, but let's be honest, it's only the crackpot churches that put that out there like that. So yeah, this guy, fuck this guy. He's a great talent, but if he's going to be that much of a goddamn brain worm, brain parasite possessing idiot, nah, I'm done with Mega Man Frazier. And I'm not saying that he's the only one, but he put that out there. I'm like, oh no, fuck it. So yeah, John Oliver should sue is what I noted. Rise of Lyra, what, somebody please tell me what this is. She looks great. She does. But what is this? What is this? What is this? What are we doing? What's happening? Anyway, she took on Kiana James. Kiana needs about 2 more years. Because Kiana can work decent, but she's going to need more time. She looks great. Rise of Lyra has, Lyra Valkyria. I'll use her Christian name. Maybe bad choice of words given what I just said about Mega Man Frazier. But she has unique offense, and she won with a high kick. Not bad. And then Gallus is in the pub. Please stop having Gallus talk unless you can make them speak a language that is available on this planet. I know there's a huge world outside of the U.S., but if you are broadcasting this to a strictly, or at least a mostly U.S. audience, please get some captions, please. Tony D and Stax won a challenge, or they won a match. Anyway, Trick makes his entrance, we go to break, and then we're getting more women's tourney action. I think it's JC and Roxanne, and it's Fallon and somebody. I forgot who. I honestly forgot who. I really did. I'm sorry. And then also the Supernova Sessions. God, they just want this show to tank. That might even mean because of the women. The women are going to work hard. Steiner took on Trick. Trick got a flurry. Got shut down. Got a flurry again. And then got the Spear and Steiner recliner. Got the recliner again. Mello runs out, complete with music, by the way. Could have probably surprised him a whole lot better if he would have run out without music. That's a problem across wrestling, by the way. And then hits a flurry, tries to jump off to do something, and gets hit with a spear. So that was a pretty impressive finish right there, but there you go. Battleground in a few weeks. Battleground the same day as Double or Nothing, the same time as Double or Nothing. So you may not get a Battleground review until way later, possibly Tuesday. because that's a lot of fucking wrestling to keep up on at one time. Booker T needs to be removed from commentary, or I may not be able to review weekly NXT much longer. I can't fucking stand hearing him. I love Harlem Heat. Nevertheless, agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.